Hi, this is Patty from Homemakers Daily. I just wanted to show you how I used my DIY fish life mapping pages this past week. I do use the 2 pages per day, and you can see here, sorry the camera's a little shaky, but you can see here's my monthly, and then these were some notes I made at the beginning of the month. This starts last week. On this, the other side of the weekly flap, I have some things that I want to try to do this week, and then I had a list of my cleaning chores. Right now I'm doing room by room, and you can see I did not get very many of them done, so I moved them forward. I didn't get much done here either. As many of you may know, we're in the process of remodeling, and the house was a big fat mess this week, so I was pretty proud of myself for even getting that done. Okay, so then here is the weekly. And at first, when I started using these inserts, I used this page for my appointments for the week. But I quickly found that there was a lot of duplication because I had my appointments over here on the monthly, which I could see, and I had them here, and I had them on my daily page. So it was too much. So what I decided to do was to use this page for tasks that I need to do on specific days. The reason I like doing it this way is because my daily pages are my plan for the day. They're not just a to-do list, they're my plan, and I don't know what my plan is going to be until the night before. So I don't want to write these things on my daily page because when I get to that day, I want to be able to put them in the right place. So when I think of something I need to do sometime this week, I go ahead and jot it down here. A lot of times, I have my menu here. So a lot of times I will go ahead and put, thaw fish, here, thaw beef. And I might do that, thaw the beef for the burgers, thaw the pork chops, whatever. I might go ahead and write that over here. On this week I didn't, but I do that a lot. Then I use this column for my spending. This was a bad week. I overspent at the grocery store. I made a stop at half-price books for some kids' books. Not so good. But I keep track here so that I can see at a glance how I'm doing for the week because I have a weekly amount that I want to spend, and it isn't this much. My weekly chart I don't use very much. I do put these dailies here. Sometimes I'll go ahead and jot things down here. This particular week I didn't use it much. I did use this space in between on the back of the weekly chart in the beginning of the week to jot some things down, but I don't normally do that, and I didn't really use it, so I probably won't do it again. All right, now here is Monday. You can see my standard practice is to divide the day into 3 sections, morning, afternoon, and evening. And then I put the things on here that are set, and then I go ahead and decide when I'm going to do different things, and I put them here. I usually put my menu here, and then this box, it just depends. I like to analyze at the end of the day and write down a blessing, something that was hard, and something I learned. Sometimes I put it here, sometimes I put it over here. I'm not a big decorator, but I do like a little bit of color, so my normal routine is to outline the pages with a highlighter. Sometimes I'll put some stickers, it just depends. I don't usually use washi tape because it's too time consuming. I do have a big box of it, but I just don't have time. So anyway, I make my plan the night before, and then I jot little notes down all day long. I like to divide them with the lines so that I can see what each item is. I have not started doing the color coding. I probably will, but I haven't yet. All right, Tuesday, I put a few health issues over here instead of that other list. And then here, I had a list of things I needed to ask Ashley about when I saw her at lunch. And just some more notes on this side. And today was blue. Wednesday was an interesting day because it changed. You see all these lines here? It didn't turn out the way I had planned. And so at noon, when I got home from picking up the kids, I was completely overwhelmed. I had no idea what to do next. Sometimes when my plan goes bad, I can regroup. On this particular day, I could not. I just sat at the table and thought, what should I do? What should I do? I don't know what to do next. I don't want to waste the day, but I don't know what to do next. So when that happens, I tend to make a plan B. I use a variety of different methods, but in this case, I thought it might work best if I made a new page for the rest of the day. I put time blocks, I thought about what I still needed to do, and then I figured out when I should do them. And I'm very generous usually with in doing this because I have all kinds of interruptions, phone calls, text messages, odds and ends, and if the kids are here, I just don't really know. So in this case, you can see that I did really well here and here, but I remember that at 3, my granddaughter woke up. And she wanted to get up from her nap, and so then I really didn't get a lot more done after that. But you can see here I put kids. I knew that 3 o'clock would be iffy. I may or may not have that block of time, so these things weren't quite as important. And then kids. I just played with the kids. I made dinner, played with the kids, bedtime routine. See, I really didn't plan too much here. It was really right here. But making this plan B enabled me to actually have a productive day. And then here are my notes for the day. All right, Thursday. Didn't write anything here. Thursdays are really, really busy days for me. So I don't really try to get too much done. I have the kids all day, and then my family, my daughter comes in the afternoon, and my son and Ashley, his wife, come in the evening. And so I don't really plan to get a lot done. And you can see that here. I don't have much written down. And then I have some notes here about the day. All right, then Friday. We went out to eat. We had a lot going on that day towards the evening. So I blogged in the morning, ran a few errands here. This is when I got in trouble with the half-price bookstore. I was on my way to the glass store for my husband, and I missed the turn, and lo and behold, the next turn was the half-price bookstore. So I had to stop, and I had to get some kids' books. So anyway, that's irrelevant. But anyway, here was Friday. You can see here I wrote down my business use of the Jeep because I had to go to the glass store, and then just some more notes. And see, this day I did not decorate it at all. No color, no nothing. Saturday too. Saturday was another busy day. I ended up having my nephew and the little kids, my little kids, so I didn't get too much done. You can see all the appointments here. And here are my notes. And then Sunday, oh, no color again. I did the blessing obstacle lesson here again. I knew that Sunday was going to be another iffy day, so I made a list over here of a few things. I did not get very much done. Here's my weekly review and a few notes from the day. And that is the end of the week. And that is generally how I use my life mapping pages. Thank you for watching, and if you would like to read other articles about time management and planners and home management, you can go to homemakersdaily.com. Thank you for watching. Bye.